In a crowded field environment, a two-way radio provides the only direct link between a security professional and emergency dispatch. It is the tool that allows you to call for backup or medical support when an incident exceeds your individual capacity. When radio discipline fails, that link is broken. A single stepped-on transmission or a clipped sentence interrupts the flow of information, leaving you isolated and delaying the arrival of necessary resources. Before you step out on patrol, you must have three things secured: a fully charged battery, your exact channel assignment, and your designated call sign. The hardware is only effective if you master the operational discipline required to transmit clear, actionable intelligence. Proper communication begins with hardware maintenance. If your radio emits a repeated beep beep, the battery is dying. You must swap it for a fresh one immediately at headquarters. If a device malfunctions or fails to transmit clearly, execute a hard reset. Hold the power button for 5 seconds to power it down. Wait, then hold it for another 5 seconds until it vibrates back on. Protect the unit from physical damage. Never carry or pull your radio by its rubber antenna, as this tension breaks the internal connections required for a clear signal. When using the restroom, take the radio off your uniform belt and secure it in a safe location. This prevents accidental drops and catastrophic water damage. Maintain the physical integrity of your equipment ensures the communication link remains functional during an emergency. The most common failure in the field is the clipped word. This occurs when an operator speaks the moment they press the talk button, which deletes the first most crucial part of the message. To prevent this, use the 5-step mechanical protocol. Step 1. Think about exactly what you need to say. Step 2. Listen to the channel to ensure it is clear of competing traffic. Step 3 is push, and Step 4 is pause. This animated waveform shows what happens when you speak too quickly. The radio system takes a moment to engage, and speaking immediately cuts off that first spike in your audio. By waiting 1 full second after pushing the button, you ensure the entire message is captured. Then, for Step 5, talk. Speak calmly and clearly into the microphone without yelling, as shouting only causes audio distortion for the listener. This mechanical discipline guarantees that dispatch receives your report accurately on the very first try. When initiating a call, wait for a clear channel. Say the receiver's name twice, state your own call sign once, and then wait for them to acknowledge you before proceeding. Once dispatch answers, use the XYZ format for all resource requests. This structure provides a standardized way to communicate 3 essential variables. X is the resource, Y is the location, and Z is the issue. In practice, it sounds like this. Dispatch, I need medical at gate 4 for an unconscious patron. This provides the what, where, and why in a single sentence. To ensure your location is understood, use a phonetic alphabet for letters, like Alpha, Bravo, or Charlie. For street numbers or specific addresses, speak digit by digit. Say 730 instead of 730. Every incident requires a 3-part update sequence. Call for the resource, confirm arrival on scene, and call when clear. Standardized formatting eliminates the need for dispatch to ask clarifying questions, which speeds up the arrival of help. Managing channel traffic is a shared responsibility. If your transmission lasts longer than 15 seconds, say break, release the button, and pause. This allows other urgent traffic to move onto the channel if necessary. You must also leave a 1-second gap between all transmissions. Keying your mic the millisecond someone else finishes is called tailgating, and it blocks others from reporting emergencies. In a life safety emergency where you cannot get a word in, wait for a transmission to end and say break, break, break. This signals a critical priority, and dispatch will clear the channel of all non-essential traffic. Effectively sharing a radio network requires knowing when to wait for a gap and when to use priority protocols to protect an emergency lifeline. To maintain professional and legal standards, do not use medical diagnostic terms like dead or overdosing. Report only objective, observable symptoms, such as unresponsive or altered. Protect patient privacy and maintain professionalism by excluding full legal names and profanity from your radio transmissions. This topological map illustrates a 100-foot exclusion radius centered around a suspicious package. Never operate a two-way radio or a cell phone within this boundary, as radio frequencies can trigger a detonation. Applying these restrictions prevents legal liabilities and helps ensure the physical safety of everyone on the scene. A successful shift depends on a repeatable life cycle, verifying your hardware, using mechanical pauses to prevent clipping, and formatting requests using XYZ. When your shift concludes, return your radio to the charging bay at headquarters. This ensures the equipment is functional and ready for the next team. Mastering these communication protocols ensures that when you press the transmit button, your request for help is heard, understood, and acted upon immediately.